Hi, it's Kathy Cates, and well, you can ignore the onion goggles. I'm about to chop the onions for egg rolls. Now the reason that let me take these out so I can look at you through my eyeballs. The reason that I am doing this, the egg roll recipe for you today, is because we want to suggest some alternatives to Thanksgiving. Now the reason that we're doing this is that my daughter has 3 different Thanksgivings that she needs to go to, and at the other 2, she served the traditional Thanksgiving meal. You know, the turkey, the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, the gravy, the yum. But because we also do a dinner with her, we thought we'd make a little switch, a little different. So we're going to share the egg roll making with you, not the actual recipe because there are some secrets I have to keep, but I will teach you how to wrap an egg roll nice and tight. Right now I have to get to chopping these onions so we can get on our way.
Okay, so first we've browned our hamburger. Now we need to drain off the fat, and we put a piece of tin foil in the bowl so then we can drain off the fat and it'll cool, and then it'll become a solid, and then we can just throw it in the garbage. That was a tip from Rachel Ray, and as we all know, Rachel Ray has nice tips. Okay, so we've added our cabbage and carrots and vegetables and our spices and our secret sauce, and this is what the filling of our egg rolls looks like. We'll saute it a little bit because, as Jan Can Cook would say, no a best and no a taste.
The filling is done. It's been cooling for a while because if you try to wrap when the filling is hot, it's still kind of got liquid in it, and then that makes your wrapper rip. So wrappers are important. A lot of people will use the little wonton wrappers. They're too thick and too small. So we have actual Filipino lumpia wrappers, which we buy the kind that come with the cellophane because they're easier to pull apart. They do have the other box where they're all kind of stuck together and then you end up ripping half of them. I use 2 because it makes for a bigger, better egg roll. I overlap them with the top one here. And then you'll get really good at eyeballing how much to put in, but you just kind of fill it as if it looks like an egg roll on the inside, like such. You fold it over, you pull it against you so that it's tight, and then you wrap 1, 2, 3, so you should be right in the middle of where they connect. Fold it in, and then it should be 1 as you're kind of pulling them in, 2, and then this is where the egg comes in with the egg roll, although there are 3 eggs in here as well. And we didn't give you the recipe because it's a secret, but you can use any filling for your inside. Sometimes my aunt will use like apple pie filling to make dessert ones, or bananas. Once you get your egg on there, because that's going to make your wrapper stick, you finish the roll. Now if for some reason you get a little looseness, I just go like this so that it is completely sealed, and then I put it over here. Now as you're wrapping, and it's gonna, your first few times it's gonna be kind of wonky, I like to put a wet towel over the top of these to keep them moist until you put them in the freezer or put them in the refrigerator until you cook them at that time, because otherwise the wrapper starts to get a little crunchy. I'll wrap another one for you so that you can see again. You can always call me if you have questions, but of course me telling you how to wrap them over the telephone is probably going to be a little goofy. Alright, so here we go again. We have 2 wrappers. Lay one over the other with the top layer there, and I've got about, that's probably a little bit too much, 1.5 to 2 inches, and then you eyeball how much. I usually use a bigger spoon. I don't know why I'm using the silver one, except that I was excited to get this done. And so there we go. We have our filling in there. Flip it over, pull it towards you so that it forms that little egg roll. 1, 2, 3, you should be right in the middle. Fold them in, and don't be afraid to be rough with it, because that's what you have to do to make them tight. And then you just gotta 1, 2, you should have another 3 where you come to the end. Put your egg on there so you have something that's going to seal it, and then finish the roll. Now again, you've got the little area that's open there. I just close it like that. And there you have your egg roll. These are actually going to be going to my co-host Ken Hayes' hunting shack, so he'll be happy to see. I use gloves, but I use gloves for everything in the kitchen, like making meatloaf, that kind of thing, because you don't want it underneath your nails. So I'm going to keep wrapping these. Again, if you have any questions, you can certainly give me a call at the radio station. Or, you know, the other thing is you should check out our YouTube channel, because we have tons and tons of videos, most of them quite humorous, and that's our B105 YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and happy Thanksgiving. If you choose an alternative Thanksgiving meal, share it with me so that I can share it with everybody else too, just like I did with the egg rolls.